So we're going to test out the MQ-1 drone here, and I'll also be testing out the Loong 1, I think it is, or 2, and also the Orion drones as well in this same video. But, as you can see here, minimum fuel load is 3 hours and 18 minutes, full fuel load, 18 hours. And this is only given as a spawn point reward in ground battles, and I believe it's for rank 6 and 7. So that said, I'm going to spawn up real high in this. So I'm going to look down here. Too bad this doesn't have air brakes. Turn down my throttle a bit. And look down. Oh, we have an enemy. Right here. We had an enemy. We just have tracks now. What is going on? Okay. Okay. Turning my throttle down even more. And there we go. Got a nice hit. Destroyed the... got the track there. But, you know, of course, this is basically going to be a kill reward for people who don't have, you know, any sort of aircraft to be able to use. And I like how they have that. You know, this is something that a lot of people don't have access to. A lot of people either don't buy top-tier helicopters, they don't buy top-tier planes, they don't play Air RB. So by giving this is something for the everyman to be able to spawn into and get a kill or two. You know, of course, is it worth the 550 spawn points? We'll see. But realistically speaking, you can get one or two possibly very important kills. And it's not like with a tank. Like with a tank, you might spend 250, 300 spawn points to get into it. But with this, you're spending 550. But the difference is that you can pinpoint who you want to take down with this. Right? Like this is a precision strike instrument. So you can pinpoint that... Oh, I'm dead. But you can pinpoint that you want to shoot maybe some guy in the back who's been terrorizing your team, and that could work, you know? Whereas if you're in a tank, you might just be able to destroy frontline or near frontline units. Anyways, let's go test out the Orion or the Chinese offering and see how that is. So one of the cool things about the Orion is that it actually gives you a few different options for ATGM. So you can use the 9M11 or 133M2, or you can use the FM3, which is more all about explosive filler, and it does move slightly faster. Plus, it has a better range and better missile guidance time. So that said, I want to use this because it is a bit more expensive and fewer people are really going to be able to check it out. So let's check it out. So I'm just going to dive down, you know, as is, I guess, normal with these things. Let's see. There we go. That's the enemy I want to kill. Hopefully I can get the kill. It's a little bit tricky being that he's going to kind of be behind that building, but man, that looks so cool, like just diving down. If I can land that right on top of his head, that'll be ideal. Come on, don't you move. Don't. Oh, there we go. Got a nice kill. Now I have to worry about this guy over there. Kind of figured. But either way, I mean, that's the Orion. It's got a very nice set of missiles that you can use with it. I'm actually quite impressed by that. That was, you could argue that might be a slightly better drone than the American drone. But, you know, of course, drones are drones, and these are kind of like everyman sort of, you know, vehicles. Okay, and here we have the Loong 1, which is the Chinese offering. This one arguably has the least good or the worst, probably, ATGMs, being that these have a fairly short range, 6 kilometers. They don't really have the best armor penning capabilities, and their explosive mass is fairly low. But let's try them out and see what we could do. But again, I mean, when it comes to fuel load, pretty much the same, but not that it matters, of course. That sort of stuff is pretty... I wouldn't say useless in War Thunder, but it's not really something that most people have to worry about, at least when it comes to this. So I'm going to fire on this guy. Looks like, what is that, a T-80? I'm not really good at, or no, that might be a T-64. Yep, okay. He's dead. Okay, we have a Bradley right here. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah! Okay. Not too bad. I got a single hit with that. It looks like you can reload the MQ-1. That guy successfully landed. It looks like he's taking off again. I'm not really expecting all too much, you know, for that. I mean, these are, again, these are pretty much like two-use things, and that's it. They're a cheap, close air support vehicle. You know, they're nice. They're almost like an in-between between a helicopter and an aircraft, because, of course, you have your AGMs or ATGMs, but you also have the forward motion of a plane, which some people might like, you know, and the altitude of the plane as well. So there's a lot going for these. I mean, I actually got spawn killed in my last match by an MQ-1, and the MQ-1 is going to be the majority of the drones that you see, being that the US and every other nation, as of the recording of this video, outside of Russia and China, all use the MQ-1 as their drone. So China, again, gets the Loong 1, and Russia gets the Orion, but most countries will be getting the MQ-1. So if you see that there's a prevalence in-game of the MQ-1, that is exactly why. So that being said, do I think that these are a little bit overpowered? Do I like them, dislike them? I don't know. I don't think that they're bad. You know, a lot of people might have a problem with them, and I could see why. But realistically speaking, you know, as I said earlier, this is the everyman's tool for close air support. You know, I mean, not everybody has a sufficiently deep tech tree in air to be able to field a usable aircraft. You know, even at let's say 10 or 11.0 BR, you could still use a 9.0 BR aircraft at 10.0 or 11.0 BR, depending on, you know, if you have countermeasures or what your armament is. You can still do that. But not everyone does that. Some people literally, I've seen some people have played thousands upon thousands of matches in RB, ground RB or ground AB even, never once in air matches. I've seen it before in the reverse as well. So who knows? Either way, I'm going to try to land this thing. I'm just going to skip forward to that and see how we do. I'm sure I'll be able to land it, but let's see what we can do. So one thing's to note, I mean, this almost kind of feels like how the BV-238 is, or BV, what is it, 159, or whatever the newer interceptor is. It kind of feels like that in that it's actually fairly agile. But 3, 2, 1, landed, and it doesn't have brakes. So there's that, but it's, you know, got these stick gears, which is kind of cool. And I'm going to try to land fully, and then, that sucks. It's not going to let me. Just missed it. But with that said, yes, I mean, it looks like you should be able to land, reload, and I guess refuel if you really need to. But drones do not appear to be able to take a hit. You know, not that most planes can take an SAM hit, but of course, drones are much more lightly built, and they are not going to really be able to take a hit. So that being said, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Do you think drones are a good idea? Do you think they're a bad idea? I personally am impressed by them in that they don't feel overpowered, but of course, I also got spawn killed immediately when I got into a tank a few matches ago. So who knows? You know, I mean, they've got the potential to be more annoying than helicopters, but they also have the potential to drain people's spawn points. So it is what it is. So either way, thanks again, guys. Please, of course, like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the dealio. I will be doing a review on the SU-25K and the VRCC in the next few days. So I'm interested to see your opinions on those. But either way, thanks again. I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.